Mitch Jordan. So much for Wexford. Jack Foosman away on the far side, ready to enjoy proceedings here. So to Galway. And Galway are forced to rejig their defence slightly, with Liam Hodgins reverting to left corner back in the absence of the injured Ollie Canning. Another Ollie Fahy of Gort comes into midfield as partner for Gordon Glynn. Goalkeeper Eugene Clunan started full forward in last week's drawn minor final with Tip, while wing half Michael Healy was that minor captain. And the forwards include National League medal winner Kevin Broderick. It's Pat O'Connor from Ahane in County Limerick who's in charge, and it's Wexford to play from left to right in the first half. So Galway straight away into an early attack here, trying to produce something through Alan Kearns. Oof, some good goalkeeping there. That's MJ Cooper who's in goal for Wexford this afternoon, assisted by Michael O'Leary here, the left half back. It's Donal Moran from Athenry hitting this sideline ball, not a particularly good one. Might produce something at the end of all of that, however, as that's put outside there by Ollie Fahy, with plenty of senior experience. Too many steps taken. Player indicted is Alan Kearns. So MJ Cooper from Adamstown to take this. Wexford, which has certainly been the place to be over the last 7 days if you're a hurling fan. Some good defending here, but ball not gone out as well as the Galway backs would have wished. Wexford coming then looking for the opening score of this match. Rory McCarthy, their senior star, and Galway appreciating the danger when he's about. Free in. So Gary Lappin standing over it and very nearly finding the top right hand corner of the net. Instead it's a point. The opening score for Gary Lappin, who got 3 last Sunday of course against Limerick in the All-Ireland senior final. Good defending by Declan Ruth. Nice ball downfield by Jason Lawler. And the man going down to pick it up there was Paul Codd, fouled in the process. Free to Wexford. Paul Codd came on for the last few minutes of last week's final. He's the team captain as well. That's a well-directed free, and it drops over the bar. And it's a second point for Wexford, both their scores coming from frees. An easier one earlier on for Gary Lappin, now one for Paul Codd, and the lead by 2 points to no score. Gordon Glynn trying to contain it. Instead it's Martin Byrne. He's a real powerhouse in midfield. In the 5 matches so far that Wexford have played, and the goalkeeper Eugene Clunan just knocks it out over his own end line. It's gone for a 65, the game's first. Paul Codd with this 65. Again he finds the target. Second point from a long-range free for Paul Codd, and so all the points in this match so far, which is just 6 minutes old, have come from frees. Confirmation of the score. Well, Cyril Farrell has been telling me that he really has been enjoying himself with these under-21s. He says it's a very good grade to coach at. Just listen to the crowd as Liam Hodgins had been played midfield against Cork, now left corner back. Stopped there by Declan Ruth, part of the 5 players from the senior panel. Tommy Radford over there, being put under pressure by Alan Kearns. Kearns nips inside, looking for the first point from play, and he finds it as well. Good score by the Claren Bridge player. So Galway's first point coming from their number 13. It was a decent ball down along the line towards Kearns, who was getting inside Tommy Radford. Onto the left-hand side, shortened the grip on the stick, and the rest was fairly routine. Eddie Cullen. Again he cuts it in magnificently, and the Galway defence in some disarray initially, but Gary Lappin's first touch let him down. And that's back up again towards Alan Kearns. He's causing early problems here for the Wexford full-back line, for Tommy Radford in particular, and that's his second point. And all of a sudden, the shape of this match changes fairly dramatically. 2 unanswered points by Galway, and they're really back in the match again. He's showing great penetrative skills here, has the pace as well to beat Tommy Radford, again turning into his favourite left-hand side and again finding the range. This time it's cornerback John Haggard, who's a member of the Wexford footballers as well. Good stick work there by Eddie Cullen. Greg Kennedy making the clearance. Ball up as far as Shawnee Colfer. 5 points in the championship so far from 5 matches. Eugene Cloonan, full forward with the minors, of course. But Galway clearly feeling that they have a problem where goal is concerned at this under-21 level. So he's filling the gap. Strong play there by Cathal Moore, fouled as he was about to make his clearance. Played really well against Cork. That's a huge one. And it drops over the bar. Sides are level thanks to Cathal Moore from that huge free, aided by the breeze. 3 points each. And that the player has scored 1-3, of course, against Liam Dunn in the All-Ireland senior semi-final. Batted down one-handed there. Ollie Fahy again trying to make the challenge on Paul Codd. Martin Burns dropping it in. Great play. That's Peter Hubin there, who's Galway's captain, fullback as well. He wins the free. Very strongly built fullback. They've got strength really right down through the middle, Galway. Well defended there by Declan Ruth. Not a good clearance, however. The hand pass outside, won by Donald Moran. Comes back towards Alan Kearns again, going for a third one. 3 from 3 by Alan Kearns of Claren Bridge. And Galway go in front, first time in the match after 12 minutes. Well, this is a grade that Galway really do want to win. They have so much talent. They've had it at minor, under-21 and senior level in recent times. They need an All-Ireland. Alan Kearns is starting really promisingly. This time it's Michael O'Leary who has it. Soloing downfield, great play by the left half back for Wexford, and he was impeded. The referee decides free in. It'll be Paul Codd to hit this. Paul from Rathnewer. Again, very well directed. 3 frees taken by Paul Codd. 3 points as well, and once again the sides are level. Level for the second time in the game. And it goes as far as Shawnee Colfer. Trying to open up the play a little bit. The stick work here, and the clearance in the end there by Michael Healy. But Wexford coming back strongly again. Again it is Eddie Cullen. And it's going to be a Wexford free. Referee having a quick check on his watch there, as Cullen from Ferns picks himself off the grass here. Pitch in excellent condition. And coming out to take the free is Gary Laffin. What a week he's had, what a season he's having. Scorer of the first point in this match from a free. This to put Wexford back in front again. Gary Laffin's second pointed free. And the curious fact, of course, is that each and every one of their points has come from a placed ball, and that after 17 minutes play. Michael O'Leary. Ball won back here, and it's Donal Moran supporting the outside if he needs it through Vinnie Marr, but it's Moran going forward looking for the score, and he's put it over the bar. His first point. There's a lot happening on that right flank of Galway's attack this afternoon, and they're back level once again. Two really good players, Moran and Kearns, operating with telling effect down along the right hand side. Wexford trying to close him down, but not quick enough at that. Moran's first score. Brian Higgins trying to get away from the attentions of Eddie Cullen. In the end he drags it out over the sideline. Eddie Cullen. fourth sideline cut. Delivered dangerously in there towards Paul Codd. Slightly off balance as he's striking it, and that's a wonderful score. A fourth point by Paul Codd. 3 from frees, 1 from play, coming from the sideline cut from Eddie Cullen. But it was the tenacity of Codd here who attacked this, went out to make it his, dragged Liam Hodgins with him, but Hodgins couldn't get in a challenge, and that's a very fine point. First point from play, of course, for Wexford. Well contained by Kevin Broderick, the senior star in the National League final against Tipperary back in May. Good play. Purcell again. Stopped by Kevin Broderick. Taken down by Michael O'Leary. Wexford in trouble here. Vinnie Marr advancing. Oh, well saved by Cooper, and it's batted back in again. Second chance was by Fergal Healy. Oh, it somehow still remains out. 3 chances, 3 saves. That's brought the crowd to life. Here comes Gordon Glynn once again, and the referee has whistled for a foul crossing the far side. But Wexford were in real trouble and have MJ Cooper to thank. This is what happened, a little series of attacks here, pressed by Vinnie Marr. Next in was Fergal Healy, and they were queuing up, and the last shot there was by Alan Kearns. Should have been, but wasn't. Comes back to Gordon Glynn. Beyond Purcell this time. A little snapshot from Kevin Broderick, and that's gone over the bar. Now playing in at full forward, his first point. He had a disappointing semi-final against Cork, but he's levelled up the match here. 6 points each. This was Gordon Glynn. Didn't make a very good connection with it, but got it in far enough as far as Kevin Broderick, and he did the rest. Higgins coming across, knocking it away one-handed, and this is a bit more like it. Fairly tenacious play with Jason Lawler involved, and again the referee whistles, and this time it's a free in for Wexford. And he's calling back Liam Higgins to have the name taken, first booking of the match, for a tackle which the referee didn't appreciate. And the free in to be taken by Gary Lapham. Well, he got the first point of the match from a free. Will this be the last of the first half? 2 so far for the big number 14. Well, that's as wide as the proverbial gatepost. The final piece of action in the first half, even Steven so far. Wexford coming looking for this great double of senior and under 21. Some great play by Alan Kearns earlier on for Galway, the number 13, 3 in a row for him. But the goalkeeper for Wexford, MJ Cooper, really did perform the heroics. 3 saves in succession, all in the one attack, denying Galway. And so they go in at half-time here, level on the scoreboard. And at half-time it's Galway 6 points, Wexford 6, and we'll be back right after this break.
A winter warning from Thompson's Waterproofing.
Got a flat roof. Let's face it, it's going to leak. So what are you going to do?
Attendance, official figures, 35,315. And Galway, we note, have made one change at the start of the second half as Donal Moran fires in the shot from way out the field. And there's Galway's change at half-time, going in there to centre-half forward, Martin Cullinan. And the senior All-Ireland champions trying to encourage the juniors. Dara Cohen. And the juniors in this case, of course, are the under-21 team. Dara Cohen has the free. Will he lob it in there into the small rectangle or go for the point himself? He's going for it. And he's found it and he's put it over the bar. Over 9 minutes gone in the second half when Dara Cohen put Galway back in front from a free. Next in is Eddie Cullen. Fahy. Tidy play. Down towards Kevin Broderick. One of the Wexford backs takes an injury. And stepping into the breach there to take the score is Fergal Healy, his first. And it's 8 points to 6. First point from play in the second half. It was Eddie Doyle who was injured there, going down just on the right of picture, and that was enough for Fergal Healy to come in and to make the most of his opening. Taken up again here by Fergal Healy. Kevin Broderick seems to have the beating of Eddie Doyle at this stage. Here he comes again. Confidence back high once more. A little pass inside towards Dara Cohen. The snapshot and a great save once again by MJ Cooper. I tell you, Damien Fitzhenry will be looking over his shoulder with this very good under-21 custodian about. 3 good saves in the first half, all in rapid succession, and a fine save there. It was made by Kevin Broderick, played inside towards Dara Cohen. Should have been the opening goal of the match, but was prevented from being so because of that save there. Midway through the second half, Dara Cohen coming out to the much longer distance of 65. He may not have scored a goal, but he scored a point from a 65, his second of the match. And it's 9 points to 6. Galway about to win a 7th title at this grade. Declan Ruth towards Gary Lappin, runs on instead. And just for a second there, Eddie Cullen was almost in the clear. And that's scooped out in the end by Vinnie Marr, who started life at centre half forward, now at right half back. And he's conceded the 65. Wexford have made just another change just as we speak here. Coming in for them is Declan O'Connor from Aulart de Ballach. And it's Gary Lappin who's going off. He's had a fruitless afternoon, the senior star. And that's gone over the bar. Well hit. Wexford's first point of the second half. A 5th for Paul Codd. 4 from frees, 1 from play. He makes it 9 points to 7. In towards Kevin Broderick. Bounces off his stick. And the referee spotting a chop in there, indicting Rory McCarthy, who's already had his name taken. It'll be a free in. Dara Cohen comes out to take the free. 2 points from place ball so far. And this to stretch the lead to 3 points again. He successfully negotiates it. 3 points for Cohen. 3 points the margin. Rory McCarthy. First turned right, then moved left. Towards Kent. Couldn't hold it. Direct play by Peter Huban, supported by Greg Kennedy. Nicely down towards Kevin Broderick. Broderick running into trouble. Free is awarded. A foul conceded by James Purcell. And Wexford fairly well throwing caution to the wind. They have brought in PJ Carley. Player going off is Shawnee Colfer. Dara Cohen hitting this from outside the 45-metre line. Usual result. 4 points, all from frees for Dara Cohen. That's a goal and 12 points in 2 championship matches. More importantly, Galway lead by 4. So Wexford disappointing their huge fans with just 1 point in the second half so far. And a paltry 7 points in all. Won't please the many fans who were in Croke Park or watched it on television last Sunday. Paul Codd. Breeze is behind him. It's a light breeze, however. Wexford needing scores very badly. Kent trying to hit it. Comes back out again. And away eventually by Vinnie Marr, out as far as Gordon Glynn. Now operating at left half back. Ollie Fahy maintaining his position at midfield for Galway. Here it comes. Kevin Broderick. Chance to try and wrap it up here. Going beyond Eddie Doyle. He's got it! Kevin Broderick with a goal and a point. Finally beating MJ Cooper in the Wexford goal. And it's 111 to 7 points. And it's swung Galway's way in the second half. Great catch. That's Gordon Glynn. Nicely up as far as Alan Kearns. Kearns with such a very good spell early on in the match, getting his 4th point. In fairness to John Hegarty, he tied him up fairly successfully for most of the second half, after Kearns had been running riot against Tommy Radford. Well, this was an expertly taken goal by Kevin Broderick. Look at the pace he showed. Great presence as he comes forward, easily beating Eddie Doyle, and in the end, easily beating Cooper. Donal Moran's shot. Donal Moran's point, his second. Each and every one of the starting forwards has scored in this game. And again another sub here, who is Declan Walsh. Second chance to gather. Nicely across the hand pass outside by Darragh Cohen for Kevin Broderick. And the statistics will show that he has now scored a goal and 2 points. And is back to his best form. 114 to 7 points. Wexford again just 1 point during this entire second half. They've been well and truly beaten by a Galway side who had a very good last half hour. Galway's 7th title in the under-21 grade. Their first since 1993. It's Galway who are the under-21 hurling champions, emphatically so, by 10 points. 114 to 7 points. Peter Huban from Kinvara, home club of Jerry McInerney, takes the trophy from Jack Boothman. And Galway have won back the under-21 title.
The lads trained very hard. We knew that Wexford would be on a high coming down here, and fair dues them, had a great win last Sunday, but like, it was our turn today.
Were you able to turn it to your advantage that they must have been celebrating still, and the place was, as you say, on a complete high, whereas in Galway it was fairly calm, I'm sure, leading into this match?
Very calm. Like, that's bound to be after winning an All-Ireland after, say, 20 or 30 years, and rightly so. Like, that's part of it. But like, we trained in a very low-key fashion. We knew coming up that they'd be very physical and very fit, you know, and take the game to us. But like, we concentrated on hurling the whole time. We have a very kind of a skillful team, not that physical, but very skillful.
Did you concentrate on their senior stars as well, the Rory McCarthy's and the Gary Lappin? Lappin was taken off.
With Gary, to be fair, Ger now had a sore shoulder on him, but like, he was on a guy by the name of Pete Huban, and that guy Pete is a strong man and a very good hurler. Comes from Kinvara, same place Jerry McInerney, and if you want men, you go down there to the coast for them.
It was great to beat a Wexford team, like, especially after last Sunday. They were on a high. You know, they thought for the first time like in years they were going for the double. So we got it into our mind today we weren't going to lose today. So we gave it 100%, and we came out on top in the finish.
What pleased you most about your victory?
Well, I suppose overall, but like seeing the likes of Greg Kennedy in the second half playing a fantastic game. Full backline real tight. Half backline when Maher went back into it, really came into it. Centre field the second half, Fahy and Glenn could do nothing wrong. And up front in the second half, Ger, when the breeze was against us, it created space up front. I was delighted for all the forwards, especially maybe for Kevin Broderick, who felt a bit low after the All-Ireland semi-final because he felt that he didn't have a great game. But he still is he's a great hurler.
Really touch and go in the first half. There was nothing between the two teams, and Galway seemed to be, you know, a bit easy, you know. Wexford, we had the wind, you know, and we didn't seem to be getting the scores. Wexford team a bit on top, you know.
I don't know what went wrong. I thought we had a good chance at half-time. We were playing against a stiff enough breeze and we went in 6 points. But at no stage our forwards weren't hurling well. I think we only got 1 or 2 points in the whole game from play. And I thought coming out in the second half that we would have come out better. Whether Galway upped their game or whether we downed ours, I don't know what it was, but we just didn't perform on the day.
Was there a lack of freshness from your senior players? They had a few injuries. Gary had an injury, I know, going into the match. But was there a certain lack of freshness because of the obvious success last weekend?
That's right. It's been very, very hard to focus on the game from those guys' point of view. And no matter how hard you try, and the guys did their best, like, you know, they tried very, very hard. And even the senior lads, they did try. Gary had a sore shoulder. He was very doubtful before the game. We were really worried with him. Mitch Jordan had a broken finger as well on the left, and he was very doubtful. We also had Declan Root had a bad back as well, so we were dogged with injuries, and with the 5 seniors being gone from us, I suppose all during the year, it's been very hard to pull together a blend of a team. But at all stages our objective was to win the Leinster final this year, and everything else afterwards would have been a bonus. And well, the week was in it, I suppose it was hard enough to focus on the game.
we've won an under-21 and our minors are still in the final in the juniors. Like, and if we could win another 1 or 2 titles, like we're in 3 All-Irelands, it'd be great for hurling in Galway. Like, and it proves, like, okay, it doesn't guarantee you success at senior. You have to work hard, but like the material is there. It's up to whoever's over to kind of blend the material.
Yes, it's up to the men that's over it indeed, and one of those men could well be Cyril Farrell himself.